Back here on Scorecard, time to give a little love to some of the other names, if you will. I feel like in the field, Ludwig been playing excellent golf. I feel like nobody's talking about him. Colin Morikawa was kind of the names we started to focus on to start the season. I know he's battling a bit of injury right now, so he's still not 100%. Tommy Fleetwood, Victor Hovland. Are we not spending any time on these guys? Is all the oxygen in the room dedicated to the big names, to the big four right now?
How long can this Morikawa back injury persist?
I mean,
it's like Fred Couples
it seems
level
like
now.
It's going on a long time. It's worrying.
You think he's milking it a little bit or not?
I do not think I watched him hit a bunch of chip shots just outside earlier. I mean, he's walking gingerly. I'm concerned. I mean, this is not something you mess around with.
And a bummer considering. I mean, we've kind of been waiting for Colin Morikawa to get back to playing A-level golf. We get it to start the year. Has that weird issue with the Players on his second hole of the tournament, pulls out. And he's played kind of sneaky good golf despite the back injury, but not being 100% health-wise has got to be brutal in terms of trying to win a golf tournament.
I think maybe the good news, if you want to take the spin on it, is he was never going to carry those bunkers that everyone's talking about. So maybe just laying up short of them. Second shot golf course. This guy's still a top 5, top 3 iron player, maybe top 1, honestly, on the PGA Tour. And so if you want to spin it that way, he got around Harbour Town, got around Augusta National. I think he can get around this place still.
Yeah, but you mentioned Augusta. He said the hardest part about it was walking.
Yeah.
Augusta, now, Aronimink's not quite as difficult to walk, but it is as Augusta, but it's a heck of a lot more hilly than Harbour Town and Doral.
Johnson, I wanted to throw Justin Rose your way because I think a lot of people in the golf world were confused with the iron switch. I mean, mid-season equipment change with his irons. It's incremental. It's decimal points in terms of what a professional golfer faces, but that matters when you're trying to beat Rory, Scotty, Cam, Matt Fitzpatrick, and the whole world right now at a golf tournament. Are you still surprised by the iron play? And do you think it plays into his chances of potentially winning at a golf course he's played well at in the past?
I absolutely. I think it has a lot to it. You mentioned it's just decimal points, but that's what he does with his body. That's what he does with his health.
He's got a truck he drives around.
And to get any little advantage he can, that's what he does. And to make this decision mid-year, it's one thing if you do it after the playoffs.
100%.
And in September, you go through the process and you go through different irons and grinds and whatever it is, but to make the switch in the middle of the biggest stretch of golf of the year, it's shocking. Now, I did talk to him at Quail Hollow about it last week, and he said, then his stats since those first 2 days at Doral have gotten better and better with the iron play, but why would you make that decision? It's just
he's doing the gambling thing where he's taking the sample size that you like. It's like, oh, this guy's number 1 in approach over the last 2 holes.
So
he's my pick for
it
this
always
week.
Works.
But I think Jonathan Wall from Golf Digest had a picture of him on the range, and he's got like 25 irons right now. Going through, he's like, okay, I'm going to like this 7 iron after I hit it 10 times. That's in the bag this week. It's just a mess.
Yeah, I mean, my dad used to tell me in range sessions before tournaments, if you don't have it now, you're not going to find it out here. I feel the same way on a Wednesday at a major championship trying to find it. You think about Justin Rose, he turns 46 this year. He's played such great, consistent golf at the toughest and best venues. You've got 5, 6, 7 more cracks at one of these things to win your second major. Again, at a golf course you know so well, to make the change. He's a rich guy. Breaking news, Justin Rose has a lot of money. I don't know how important the points on a brand deal are going to be for your longevity, but winning another major would do a lot for who you are as a golfer.
Well, I mean, clearly the relationship with McLaren is important to him. I mean, he's a car guy, he's an F1 guy, so I think it's a great relationship to have. And if it were me, if I were McLaren, I would say, hey, the bag looks great.
Yeah.
Put your old irons back in there. We'd rather see you win a golf tournament with something else. We'll figure this out in the offseason.
Yeah, plenty of people are seeing that bag.
Yeah, it's very orange.
They're getting their money's worth
very
just
bright.
on that.
Is there somebody else that's a name we haven't touched on the show yet that you feel like should get a little bit more love in terms of headed into this event, headed into Thursday, that we haven't quite touched on in terms of a player like a Vic Hovland or a Tommy Fleetwood?
Well, I'll say one name we haven't mentioned is Matt Fitzpatrick, honestly. We're talking about the 4 best players in the world, and this guy has 3 wins, one with his brother, of course, so maybe 2.5 you want to put, but someone who has played good golf in major championships, and it was around this time last year, Wags, where he kind of found his groove, finishing top 10 at Quail Hollow. So I think Fitzpatrick is a name that, even though he is a top 4 guy, people aren't really paying notice to him right now almost.
I think Alex beats him this week.
Oh, okay. You want to wager on that one?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Well, I can't.
Legally.
Let's talk later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Off
I mean,
air.
you could bet handshakes or color of your shirt.
Just
you have to wear
pride
on the
for
show
the love of
next
the game.
week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just pride. Why do you like Alex over Matt? I feel like it's a golf course that Matt could play well.
I just think he's continuing to get better and better. And like we talk about fatigue, the amount of emotional and energy boost he got after the win, and then to back it up the way he has, played great last week at Quail Hollow. I think the way he's driving the golf ball, he's got some pop in his bat. I think he's one of those guys that can really take advantage of this golf course off the tee, and his short game is the best part of his game, and you're going to need it out there.
You know, in golf, we focus so much on the winner, on the champion each week. Do you think Alex walks away from last week happy with the 4 days, or do you think he walks away disappointed?
I think a little disappointed. I mean, Chris played great coming down the stretch. They were in the last group together. I think Alex kind of lost the tournament on 15 when he didn't get it up and down for birdie, and Rayton made the putt. So, I mean, no, I think it's a positive. I think last week was absolutely a positive for him.
Yeah, I mean, Rayton, by the way, new driver in the bag going into this week, which will be interesting to see what he does with a new club in the bag after the great win last week.
Golfers are insane.
I know Brooks.
Whoa, what?
He's just changing into a new
put a
head
new
into
driver
this week. Yeah,
this week.
Yeah, Rayton's got a new club in the bag. I know Brooks has a new putter in the bag. There's some slight
He needs it.
Some slight changes. But I mean, in terms of Brooks, again, playing some great golf, played really solid in the third round of Myrtle Beach. Somebody that has dominated the PGA Championships in the past, and I feel like a guy leading the PGA Tour right now in terms of iron play, which surprised me when I saw that.
Yeah, I don't think that's adjusted number, and so him playing against those in Myrtle Beach, obviously great players, but he wasn't in the signature event with the top players in the field, so that could do something. It's been a while since he's been in the mix. I mean, the last major championship where he had a shot, was it the 23 PGA?
Believe so.
Yeah, last year he had a good opener at Oakmont, finished T12 there, but kind of sputtered off. And so, to get the juices flowing, that's kind of what I said with Spieth, just playing himself into contention. Brooks Koepka hasn't really been in contention in the mix late in the weekend in his return to the PGA Tour yet, so I've been a little surprised by that.
The way he drives the golf ball, though, looking at this golf course, the fairways have to absolutely look massive to him.
Like Oak Hill-ish, too, Yeah.
A place he played okay at.
Yeah.
He's the champion there. Third time. If he wins again, he gets to 4, which ties Tiger, which would be pretty well. All right, we're going to take a break. Come back, we have our official picks. So all the talk about which player we like to contend to potentially win this PGA Championship, we're going to kind of put our names on the board as we look at the putting green players prepping and preparing late on a Wednesday. We're getting close to 2 o'clock local time, almost time to go back to the hotel and chill.